Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum friends and subscribers. This is Mahmoud Sheikh, and from past few videos I'm working on a tutorial series of making a blog application using Laravel 5.4. In my last video I completed the functionality of adding a profile to our home page and getting that image, actually saving the profile image and profile information into the database and retrieving that image and displaying it on our home page. Okay, so now if I click on home page I will get this page, and beside to this profile info page I want to display my blog post. Okay, so before that I need to create blog post. So for that, if I click on add post link, here I'll be redirected to the post page where I have to create a form. So let's create that form. Let's go to our editor, and then okay, we have created a file called post.blade.php inside our post folder. Okay, just open it, and okay, here we need to create the form. Okay, so I will do the same thing what we have done for while creating categories and profile. I will just go to my login auth folder, and inside that I will open the file called as login.blade.php. Okay, not the login. Let's open register this time. Let's copy the form here. Let's select the entire form, copy, and I will just paste it here. Okay, 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 let's create a div first. Okay, let's create a row first, a row, and then let's paste our form, and we want, let's go to our old project and click on this add post link. Okay, it's asking me to log in. Okay, now I'm logged into my previous project, and we need title, body, category, and featured image. Okay, so let's we need four form elements. Okay, first one is for title. Okay, let's copy this and paste here. Change that name where title where you have the name called as name to our title. Okay, and here it should be title, and then the second one is body. Okay, post body, and make it as okay. Let's first go to our database and check what fields I have selected for the what fields I have created for this uh, post table. Okay, okay, now let's go to our browser and open the table called posts, and inside post go to structure, and then we have post title and post body. Okay, so we should refer the same fields here. Post title, copy, paste here. Okay, okay, fine. And then second field is post body. So let's come here, post body, copy this, and this should be text area. Okay, text area. Post body here also, and here also. Okay, now we need to create categories. Okay, come to our database, and then category ID. Category ID here. category, and then here it should be select. Okay, I need to end the select, copy this and paste here. Okay, and we need to create options inside our select option select. Okay, and then value, copy this. Okay, and let's say technology and entertainment. Okay, save it. Let's copy this category ID here. Okay, ID name will be category ID, and the last one is file type. Okay, so let's go to our profiles.blade.php where we have a uh, element for our file upload. Just copy this. Okay, we have done a complete tutorial on uploading a profile uh, uh, on home page. So in that tutorial I have done this profile building functionality. From there itself I am copying this file upload element code. I'll just copy this and I will come to post.relate.php, and then I will just replace it with this. Okay, now post image. Okay, post image, change it to post image. Okay, then okay, it should be featured image. Featured image. Okay, now okay, add post. Okay, or let's say publish post, and button classes btn let's large, and btn block. Okay, save it and come to our project, and now refresh the page. I can see we have successfully created a form. We need to increase the rows of our text area. So for that, come to our text area. Where is that? Okay, here rows. Let it be 5. Okay, now refresh. Okay, this much is fine. Let's make it a 7. Okay, now if I click on this, try to submit the form without entering anything on any of the text boxes. Now it will show me an error. All these are the client side validations. Okay. So now inside the form we need to change the route. Okay. URL, I want to redirect to add post route. I want to send a request, which is the post request to our web.php, which we need to create it now. Route post request, and then slash add post, copy, and I want to send this to our post controller. We have created a controller with a name called as post controller in previous tutorials, and at copy and paste. Okay, now we need to go to our post controller, open app, and then http, and inside http open controllers folder, and then open post controller. Okay, now we need to create a function, public function add post, and we need to take the request. We need to create an instance of this request and let's return dollar request of input. We need to pass the same input which we have used here, post title. Okay, copy this and come to our post controller and then paste it here. And now if I refresh, okay, post title as, let's say, WordPress, and let's copy this and select the category and choose an image. Okay, and now if I click on publish post, I'll get the title, post title, returning from the request. Okay, which we have returning from here. Okay, now we need to set our server side validation, and which we have already done here inside our, okay, this one is home controller. Let's go to profile controller. Okay, let's take this, copy and come here, paste it here, save it. Okay, now let's just undo this. Okay, save it here in this form. I want to show you something here, because see, while submitting the form, these categories which I am submitting are static. Okay, these categories are not coming from the database, and you already know that we have created and saved all our categories inside our table, database table. Okay, if you go to our database and if I click on categories table, you can see we have stored all the tables here inside our categories table. So we need to get these categories from the database and display it in our form. Okay, now let's do that. Okay, we need to come here. Okay, we need to use our model app category. Okay, since we need to load categories details from our categories table, that's why we need to import our category model. Okay, so now let's create an, let's category, okay, equals to category all. Okay, I want all the categories that are present inside our category table. Okay, now I will return this table, return the data, all the categories, copy and post, and then uh, exit. Okay, now when I, okay, now when I click on this add post link, I will get all the categories that are stored inside my table categories. Okay, so now I need to pass these categories to our post view. Let's delete this and copy and pass it inside our view. Okay, just copy this, paste it here, copy and paste. Okay, now let's come to our post.blade.php, and here inside, okay, here we need to call all our categories. Okay, if, then, and if count of category is greater than 0, category, if the category, if the category result which we are sending from our controller to the view um, is greater than 0, then I will be running a for each loop, for each, and for each. Okay, and then I will take this category all as dollar category. Okay, let's come here and let's make it as categories. Copy here, paste. Okay, save it and come to post. Okay, this category, and then I will cut this and paste it here. Delete this, and I will get the category ID, dollar category of ID, and then category of, let's go to our database category. Okay, now we must get all the categories display coming from the database and display it on our drop down menu inside our form. Okay, so let's refresh the page. Okay, now if I click on this drop down, you can see all the categories are coming from the database. So now we need to uh, go to our post controller. So whenever user enter the data and select the image and then click on publish post, a request will be sent to this route, which is add post, uh, because we have given a route as add post. We need to we need to post the data to this route add post, which we have defined inside our web.php file, and the definition of this function we have written inside our post controller here. Okay, so now let's delete this, and okay, now let's uh, start writing our server validation. Validate, and then request, and then we need to create an array for setting our rules. Okay, first one is post title. Okay, now let's come here and copy this post title required. Okay, now again copy this, paste here a couple of times, and then the next one is post body. Copy this and paste it here. Next is category ID. Copy and paste here, and the fourth one is the post image. Copy and paste here. Okay, now return validation fast. Okay, now let's save and refresh the page and enter the data. Copy, paste here, and select the category as technology. And now if I click on this choose file to select the image as, okay, let's say this one, and if I click on publish, now it should show me validation passed message. Okay, featured image. Okay, got post image. Let's go to our database and open post table. And it is post image. Okay, post image, everything is fine. Okay, copy. I need to change it to post image. Okay, now you guys, you might have seen the name inside this markup and the field name uh, inside my post table for the image was different. That's why it was not accepting the post submission of my form. So I have changed it now. Let's refresh the page. Just copy this and paste here. Select the category and choose the image. Okay. Now click on publish post Now you can see validation pass message is showing. Okay, now let's go to our post controller, and then we need to call our post model. Okay, now we are trying to post the data inside our post model, which is a post table, and we have already created a model for this post table in our previous tutorial with the name called as post. Here you can see we have already created a model for this, so we need to use that post model. So now let's create posts equals to, we need to create an object of post. Okay, so let's go to our profile controller, and from there let's copy this code which we have written uh, while we were posting profile data to our table. Okay, so this the functionality will be exactly same. We need to change few fields here. Okay, while creating the profile of the user, there at that time also we were uploading the image, and here also we are uploading the image. Okay, so let's come here and paste it here and change it to posts, copy posts. Okay, and now copy post title and change it here, paste it here, and then post body, oh sorry, user id, and then category, sorry, post body. Okay, then copy and paste again for category id. Okay, then next we need to check. Okay, while uploading the profile image, while in my previous video I have already explained each and every line of code in my previous video. So I would suggest you guys to watch my previous video for the complete explanation of this code. Okay, so category id is there. Okay, and then we need to change it here, our post image. Okay, post image. While uploading profile picture, we had name for our profile image was profile pic. Okay, now we are having the name for our profile for our blog post is post image. That's why we need to refer post image here. Okay, and then let's create a posts folder. Okay, inside our public folder, create a new folder with a name called as posts. Okay, copy this, paste it here, and we need to change this profile pic to post image. Okay, once the post gets added, I want to redirect to home page. Okay, so like this one is correct. Okay, okay, then next what we need to do is uh, let's go to our post form. Okay, inside this post form, and we need to add one more field. Okay, which is encryption type as multi part by form data. Okay, so let's come here. Okay, let's open this profile.blade. Okay, we need to copy this. Okay, just copy and paste it here. Okay, you must use this encryption type in your form because it tells that you are trying to post the data of different types. Okay, here in this with the help of this form I'm trying to post text as well as image, right? So that's why it telling that you are trying to submit the form with multiple data or multi types of data. So now here So whenever user click on this publish button after entering all the information and selecting the image, and then the request will come here to this controller function add profile, because we have set a route with the name called as add post, and this add post we have given inside the form action add post. So whenever the user click on the publish post button, this request will be a post request will be sent to this URL add post, which we have defined inside our route, and from here the function will get called, which we have created inside our post controller here, and here it will check whether we have entered all the values or not. And if user has missed any of the information, then it will return appropriate message on the front end, and then we need to create an object of our post table. Okay, post. Okay, we are trying to post this data to post table, so we need to call a post model here. Okay, then we need to assign all the information to the respective fields post title. Then we need to we also storing user ID, who which user is adding that user that post. Okay, normally in our application, admin is the person who is going to add the post, so admin ID will be saved inside our post table. So for that we have used the auth user ID. Okay, so we need to also call import our auth package. Okay, I have already explained regarding this auth, what information it will return and how it's going to help. Okay, so in this post, along with the post, I'm trying to send the user ID of the logged in user or the admin. So this auth colon user ID will return the ID user ID of the logged in user, in this case admin. Okay, user ID will be stored in this variable, and then post body, and then category ID will be stored here, and then I'm checking inside this if condition if the image that I am going to upload is of the type of file or not. Okay, so you need to refer the same post image name which you have given inside your uh, HTML tag. Okay, so this is one post image. Okay, here I'm checking if the file I'm trying to upload is of the type of file. If it is of the file of type, then I'm assigning that image to this file variable, and then I'm moving this file to a public path, public folder. Here we have a public folder, and we are moving this file to our public folder. Inside public folder we have a folder with a name called as post, and inside that post I'm getting the original file name, and then I'm I'm creating the path, and I'm moving it to the post folder. Okay, now let's come back to our form, and then WordPress. Okay, style. Okay, okay, I will paste this text. I'll select the category as technology, and I will choose the image, which is this one, and I will click on post, publish the post, and I got a message, error message, trying to get property of non-object. Okay, okay, post controller line 26, controller 26. Okay, user ID. Okay, okay, now let's log in first. Okay, now let's log in and click on add post. Let's press, paste the data, and then select the category, and then choose the image, and now click on publish post. Now it's saying class input is not found. Okay, okay. Let's go to our profile controller, and then first we need to import all these packages in our uh, controller in order to work with images. Okay, since we are trying to upload an image with this form, that's why we need to import this illuminate support facade input, illuminate support facade file, and URL packages in our controller. Okay, now let's again refresh. Okay, now type in WordPress and paste the data and select the category as technology and choose the image, and now click on publish post. You can see post is saying a messages post published successfully. So we need to use these packages inside our project. If we didn't use these packages, we will start getting errors. So keep in mind that you need to import all these packages inside your controller. Okay, then only we will be able to get access to this input and this URL functions. Okay, URL keywords. So now let's go to our database and click on posts, and you can see a post has been added. And let's go to our editor, and you can see there is an image more is present inside our post folder. Okay, uh, now let's go back to our form, add post, and let's add one another post. Okay, now let's type code igniter framework and then enter the data and then select the category as technology and choose the image as code igniter, and then now publish post. And you can see we have got the messages post published successfully. And now if I come to my editor, you can see images moved to our post folder. And if I go to my post table, here also we get another entry for the post. Okay, so I hope you like this video. I hope you got some useful information out of this video regarding um, posting a blog post in our application. I hope you understood how to how we can write the code to upload a image file inside our server to our server. Okay, so if you like this video, subscribe to our channel, click on like button, share it with your friends, and I will see you guys in my next video, where I'll be getting the records, getting these two posts from the database, and I will display it on our home page. Okay, so thanks for watching. I will see you guys in my next video.